Hello guys, this is the Gaming Revolution here and welcome back to an all new Call of Duty World War II Zombies video. And today we're going to be talking about a potential unsolved Easter egg within Grausten House to escape the map, aka an Easter egg ending on this map. And there is actually some really compelling evidence that this is a possible potential unsolved Easter egg. So I did make a joke on Twitter ages ago saying, can you imagine if I made a video about a main Easter egg on this map? And that was just a complete joke, and I didn't think there would actually be some pretty compelling evidence that would surface regarding this topic. So if you do go on to enjoy this video, make sure to drop a like down below. That would be very much appreciated. Let's try and go for 1,115 likes on today's video. I know you can absolutely smash the like button down below because this is some really exciting stuff, as well as subscribe to the channel so you never miss a future upload here on the channel, and don't forget to turn notifications on to ensure furthermore that you never miss an upload. But with that all out of the way, let's get straight on in to the video. So this is really weird. So if you're unaware, within World War II Zombies you obviously have the prologue that you can go ahead and play, and you get an introduction to World War II Zombies. You get an intro cinematic that sets you up for the final Reich and tells you a load of storyline details and your characters, which are part of the MFAA, who are the Modern Fine Arts and Archives program, who are going to the final Reich to rescue the stolen artwork by the Axis powers, and they are under command by Sergeant Frank Raidu. Well, anyways, the train that they're in ends up crashing because the big Panzer Mortar boss from the final Reich, which you fight obviously by completing the Easter egg on the map, destroys the train and your character ends up crashed down on the ground. Your character then has to make your way through all the wreckage and all the flames, and they end up getting a shovel. After that, they go up to a zombie and get a jump scare obviously, and then you make your way over to the house, this farmhouse, and once you're in this farmhouse you sort of get an introduction to the map, and it sort of teaches you about the zombies, it teaches you about the Geizkraft energy, it teaches you why the war buys are there, how it makes sense to the storyline, about point building, etc, and teaches you about all of that stuff, such as the specialists, etc. And once you get enough money within this farmhouse, you are then able to purchase a door to escape the barn house. And when you escape the barn house, you simply make your way over to Mittelberg. You see a village in the distance, which is Mittelberg, which is where the final Reich is set, which is in Bavaria, Germany, and then you make your way to the final Reich. Now, if you go ahead and complete the final Reich's Easter egg, you can complete either one, the casual Easter egg, fireworks in the final Reich, retrieve the artifact, or you complete the hardcore Easter egg within the final Reich, in the final Reich, rescue Klaus. Either one, simply by defeating the Panzer Mortar boss on the final Reich, you will go ahead and unlock a special bonus map, which is known as Groesten Haus. Now, this map is identical to the Prologue map because it's set within a barn house, but the big difference is that on the Groesten Haus map, there is a leaderboards for the map. You're also able to play with 2, 3, or 4 players because obviously the Prologue is just for solo. You were also able to select your own loadout, so you can select your own mods as well as your own specialist, starting pistol as well as grenade. And furthermore, the armor is placed within a different position, and instead of a quick revive machine or a blitz, whatever you want to call it, you instead have a random blitz machine which gives you access to random perks. And on this map you have an extension to the Easter egg within this map. If you're unaware, there is an Easter egg within this map where if you shoot or knife all 10 of the different lanterns that are hidden around the map, what will happen is a door will open up and you will gain access to a secret room within Groesten House where the mystery box is, and you're able to get bonus guns obviously. And this Easter egg is also within the prologue, but within the Grausten House map there is an extension to this Easter egg where if you chuck a jack-in-the-box over at this wooden plank in the roofing, there is a Klaus Fischer emblem up here, and when the jack-in-the-box explodes it will pick up that emblem. And after you've done that, if you collect 10,000 points and you go up to the piano, if you press square X or F, it will take all of your points away, and then all the guns within the mystery box will now be pack-a-punched. Now, the reason why I thought I would recap you on all of that is because you can escape the prologue version of this map. However, within the Grausten House map, it's simply meant for survival. You cannot escape this map at all. It's simply meant to survive, whereas the prologue, you can survive if you want to do so, but the map is meant as an introduction. You can survive as a challenge to try and go for as many rounds as you want, but there's no leaderboards. So the only point of doing that would be going for the secret challenge to unlock the secret characters. However, if you go over to the leaderboards that have just been added to World War II Zombies with the recent update a couple days ago, if you go over to the leaderboards, there is something really weird. So if you make your way over to the dossier, down to leaderboards, go to time trials, and then you scroll down to map completion, and then you can look on solo or multiplayer records, and if you go over to the leaderboards, you have both maps, the Final Reich as well as Groesten Haus. Now if you look on the Final Reich, what this leaderboard is for is it's for the time completion of completing the Easter egg on that map, so you're able to see how fast you can complete the Easter egg in. And if you look at the world record for the Final Reich, the fastest time someone has completed the Easter egg in, which is the casual Easter egg, is 33 minutes. So that is actually very fast, but it is possible. So if you then go over to the Grausten House leaderboards, you can see from map completion, no one has completed this map. What? This is very weird, because the leaderboards for these maps are meant for the fastest time to complete the Easter egg, but there is no main Easter egg within Grausten House, unless it's just an unsolved Easter egg. So maybe there is actually an unsolved Easter egg to escape the map, just like you could within the Prologue version of this map. Now, the only reason why I'm saying this is because I don't know why they would have a leaderboards for map completion if you cannot complete Grausten House. So what I was thinking of is maybe there is a way to escape Grausten House, because with the Final Reich you have two alternative Easter eggs. You have the casual Easter egg as well as the hardcore Easter egg. The casual Easter egg you don't save Klaus, the hardcore Easter egg you do save Klaus, because you go ahead and get the Ryburn Hertz crystal as well as the hilt of Barbarossa's sword, whereas you just get the hilt within the casual Easter egg and the crystal resurrects Klaus. So what if Grausten House has two alternatives as well, just like the Final Reich? So the Prologue version of this map could be the map in which you escape straight away, and then the hardcore Easter egg could be the Grausten House version of this map, in which you learn extra storyline details and then you escape the map. Just like with the hardcore Easter egg for the Final Reich, you learned extra storyline details. Now, obviously this could just be a big mistake on Sledgehammer Games' part. This could be just a glitch. Maybe this was meant for the Prologue, but the reason why I don't think this is meant for the Prologue is because, as I said, no one has completed it before. If it was meant for the Prologue, people would have completed it. So maybe there is some sort of mini main Easter egg on this map. Obviously it's not going to be anything huge, but maybe there is a mini main Easter egg on this map that allows you to escape the map, just like you could within the Prologue version of this map, and then you may go over to the Final Reich. Let me know in the comment section down below, do you think this is possible? Now, when you escape the map, I would assume it's exactly like the Prologue version, where you simply just go and it says game over. I don't think they would have any Easter egg ending cutscene or anything like that, but I don't know. Do you think that this is just a mistake on Sledgehammer Games' part, or do you think this is an unsolved Easter egg? I honestly don't know. I'm a bit 50-50 on this one. There's barely any Easter eggs within World War II Zombies, so there's just not many side Easter eggs, so I'm trying to be as hopeful as I can. So I'm really 50-50 on this one, but you can let me know down in the comment section down below. Do you think there is some sort of main Easter egg within the Final Reich that allows you to escape? Maybe what you have to do is you have to shoot or melee all 10 of the lanterns to unlock the secret room, then you have to chuck a jack-in-the-box at the Klaus Fischer emblem, and then you have to deposit 10,000 points into the piano to get the pack-a-punch guns from the mystery box, and then maybe there's an extension to this. Maybe you have to do a 1 or 2 other steps after you've gone ahead and unlocked the pack-a-punch mystery box, and then you can escape the map. Maybe there is, I don't know. You can let me know down in the comment section down below what you think, and if you have any leads for this as well. So anyways, thank you for watching the video. Make sure to subscribe if you're not here for latest and greatest World War II Zombies news and information. So anyways, thank you for watching, and bye.